All righty again. What's going on, guys? This is your boy, like one half and duo. None. Oh well, we got some topics to talk about tonight. The news has been going crazy in gaming. Gaming has gone crazy, so we got some stuff to talk about. Uh, but I'm not gonna try to be all negative, but I did say LBC News because I'm telling you, we're getting to the point where I'm seeing some of these arguments that people has been doing with the whole people. Okay, some people's arguing about the thing at BlizzCon, and and I also follow 76 and all this stuff that's going on in gaming. Tell you, we're going to get to the point where it will become soulless. But other than that, I will give my observation as well of Starlink, and also I was gonna do a podcast last night, but I went against it because I didn't want to do it out of just because of sheer doing it for meanness. Because I've listened. Shout out to Triple M, but he was listening to another podcast. He was listening to, as we call him now, Tangerine Juice, and they were talking about Nintendo's financials, and I was like, oh my god, you guys talking about it bad. So we'll go through a little bit of Nintendo financials. Not a lot, and it's funny. As I said before, it was like I was the only person talking about this. I was the only person talking about a crunch. I was the only person talking about all this stuff in the gaming part in 2014 when I first started, and now everybody's using those same words now. It's just so weird. It's just so weird. So I'm going to talk about some situations in gaming. Now, you know what? Let's go with a little good news first. Let's start off good before we go LBC, guys. The reason I say LBC because of some of the news that I've saw. So let's talk something again. You guys really, you gamers are such. People are going out saying that because what happened with BlizzCon, and it's kind of insulting to call gamers entitled, and I could see where they're coming from, but we just are, okay. I'm throwing myself in that pot, but I'm not really, because I'm sorry, Fluid 21, when you were saying, but I'm gonna go all out. Again, my days of roaring and going out and being really angry gamers now I'm not, because unless they do something heinous, I don't care, because I'm gonna move on, buy the games that I like, and just move on, because I only have a couple. I don't have a lot of subs on my channel to do. I don't have millions of subs to change the world or get people's eyes on the things. So, not my intentions for doing some of these stuff like that. What up, Eric? What up, everybody upside? So we have Torelli 3, Lazy 1, Trip, Insatiable. Yep. So first of all, let's go with it. Let's go with let me share the screen on that one. Give me a second. Give me a second. Oh, just so we have it. All right. So looking at so we're doing Nintendo financials. This is the half of the year, and I have to say, half of the year, Nintendo is doing a really good job when it comes to the money. So, first of all, the Switch itself has continued to be quite popular, of course, reaching a 16 million units sold. So basically a 3.7 increase from last year, which is pretty good. That software like Donkey Kong Country, Mario Tennis, of course. Mario Tennis is doing real great with that. Kirby did well, did good as well, and is setting up to be a the financials for the year is like ridiculous. For this year, in a time period of 6 months, there have been 9 titles that's been kicked into a million seller. And again, a lot of people like people talk about like Hyrule Warriors. Hyrule Warriors was another one that did very well. Kirby, of course, which is outside of a Kirby, a lot of science also is a million seller, did very well. I mean, you have those games. Like I said, Hyrule Warriors is doing great because Toei came on and said that we were surprised that Hyrule Warriors will sell, even though it's a again a remaster of both. People are still buying it. So hey, great job for doing something as crazy as good as that. NES Classic also has been selling, and the Super NES Classic has gone up to 3 million. 3.5 million, so that's as good as well too. Excuse me, as well has been good with that. The gross profit this year from so far has been increased 90%. The thing that's done really good, that's helped Nintendo, the Switch most likely, and has helped Nintendo is the oh my god. I mean, you guys know it. When you guys go to the eShop, Nintendo eShop, you see games coming out every day, every other day, and those games are selling like crazy. Those games are selling like crazy. Nintendo, you will have to give me 1 second. Let me calculate something here on that page. You good? All right.
What?
Nothing.
One.
I got you. No problem, sis. So basically, Nintendo made $345 million. I'm getting in US in just digital sales only, and that's not digital sale Nintendo sales, digital sales of third party in third parties. So your Valkyrie Chronicles, your you call it your Valkyrie Chronicles, your whatever's digital on the eShop, it's selling quite well. So 300 in American dollars, they made 345 million dollars in that. So you have that. So they're doing that. So the digital sales has been increasing because everybody's putting games on there, and then Nintendo's games also has increased as well, as their profit has gone up as well too. They also have been an increase. And again, it's funny. You know what? When Mario Run happened, people didn't. Me and Triple, I'm talking about this. When Mario Run happened, they didn't want. How should you call it? Is that you had the free download for one stage, or you had you paid $10 for the whole game? And it was weird how certain people didn't really wanna. Certain things that people had people didn't want to buy the games, whatever. But then you had Family Heroes, which you guys want. You went the old fashioned route. You see, you don't like the microtransactions, but people still buy it. So people say a lot of stuff. They say a lot of stuff, and then they go through it, and it's just so weird. And then you got Animal Crossing did it well, and then of course you have Michael. You have oh, what the hell is that? Oh, crud. Then you have Mario Tour coming out, Mario Kart Tour that's coming out sometime next year as well too. To be coming out in a physical year. Now, like I said before, now I will say I think Nintendo. I did not see them say they're gonna revise, and I don't see it that they will revise. And it's not in here either. Conservation. Sesame, Super Mario Bros. Party, Mario Kart Tour. I've not seen them revise the situation. I think they're gonna. If I have to be a betting man, and I'm gonna bet, because Nintendo said they're gonna do 20 million Switch in the next year in this physical year. Right now, they're close to basically 6 million. That's what they got. Do I see them pulling about? I could see them pull 10 million from September all the way to January, which will be the third quarter, because you have Pokemon, Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. You have Smash, and of course, people have been picking up a lot of these new bundles. They've been picking up the Fortnite bundles, the Diablo bundles coming out. So people have been buying these new bundles now for because they want the game in a certain array. So I could see Nintendo do the 10 million Switches. So make it about, I think there'll be about 16 million by the end of January. Now, between January and March, I think they're gonna pull the extra 4 or 5 out. I think they're gonna miss it by at least a million or million and a half. So I think they're gonna revise it. I don't think they'll pull the 20 million as a lot of people, because a lot of people now is like, oh, I don't think they're being doom and gloom. No, the company has a right to refigure the numbers, and this is the half mark. They're gonna readjust the numbers, and guarantee they might adjust the numbers in January after they see what happens to the sales. Because we have 3 big titles coming out that are going to be heavy hitters. And like I said, right now, people still, there's a 3%, 3.7 still increase compared to last year. Now, last year we had Mario Party and we had Xenoblade. I mean, Mario Odyssey and Xenoblade, and those drive those things. But a lot of people, hearing other people saying stuff, they forgot. Other than Mario Kart, the number third game franchise that pushes systems in Nintendo's history is Smash Brothers. And what Smash Brothers is coming with right now, with all the new stuff, and people hype or not hype about them, we're gonna get into a particular story about Smash Brothers. That to me is annoying. But Smash Brothers is the number third seller behind Mario Kart to push systems. And so that's why I said I could see a 10 million sale in Switches by that time. And because a lot of people has been getting hype about Smash in other countries as well too. Japan has been having an uptick in their pre-order sales, which is pretty damn good. I have to their pre-orders have been hyped up. I don't know if it's because of what they did with the game or what they got going on, but they still have games to come up with. So we got that. But now we're gonna have some sorry about that. We're gonna have some games to be talking stuff we're gonna talk about that's a little crazy. Now, again, so right now Nintendo is doing good. You ain't gotta worry about them financially. They're making money, and again, they're gonna make more money because the Amiibo sales is gonna be crazy. And I'm not gonna lie to them. They're gonna have Amiibo sales. They're gonna have Pokemon don't have that, and they're also gonna have the little accessories that come with that. Because you still have like what's that? You still have the Pokemon accessory, the ball, and everything. So all those account different in their own SKUs. So you have enough stuff to go with that. And like I said, so far they're gonna have a lot of games still, uh, other stuff outside of software to be selling still. So we don't have to worry about that. And right now, also what will help Nintendo is again the yen is still not strong to US dollars. So again, when that happens, it's a good thing for them, for Nintendo. So they make more money. Rich platform, and also for people, I will get that. I highlight this part right here because a lot of people just have still asking for the death. So, and it's a death. So for Nintendo 3DS, we will continue to leverage our platform with software library install base to further expand sales of evergreen titles. Okay, so it's still going with 3DS, even though it has dropped down this time compared to last year because the 3DS was a very very strong infusion, and also Tour Treasure Tracker has sold well on the 3DS more than the Switch, which is weird. That go figure that one. But Tour Treasure Tracker sold more on the 3DS than on the Switch. And WarioWare Gold has done well on the 3DS as well too. Those two applications has kept the 3DS library a little strong as well too. So we have that. And as you can see, what Nintendo saying they're going to do with the amiibos and stuff. So again, they have revenues coming. So the company's doing all right. I ain't gonna worry about that stuff. I ain't got nothing to worry about when it comes to that. I mean, you know, saying the financial forecast, they don't have nothing to change. But I could guarantee you, as soon as they get to when they get to what you call it, dang that, when they get to January, they're gonna change the forecast. And with that said, and just to put it in numbers so people can understand that, I'm gonna do that for this year so far, which is 6 months into their financial year. Nintendo has made 566, I should say. I'm gonna round up, $566 million in US. So they're on their way to make a next couple $1 billion. Go figure. So they got stuff to do. So financial wise, like I said, I started with that so people can understand about the financials. You have that, so we'll talk about that. Now, let's talk about what's going on in the gaming sense now. Give me 1 second here. Let's talk about the gaming sense now. Second. So we have now. I'll admit to this. So let's talk about. I think we talked about this a little bit in the last one. So I'm going back. Good, bad. So I don't hit you over the head with. So your helmets don't crack. That's the best way to say it. So your helmets do not crack. So Fallout. Go figure. Still having problems. Still having Fallout 76. People are not happy with what the beta is, and again, Bethesda came out and said that you guys gonna have to fix, tell us what the bugs are so we can fix it, but you're gonna have to buy the game, which is ridiculous. Not surprising. It's Bethesda. I still understand how they get away with a lot of stuff, but they make games that people like, even though they're broken, even though they're messed up, even though they're glitchy. It is a weird thing to see with these guys. Oh, I did forget. I forgot. I need to. I do need to do this as a help to some people, so I apologize. Which I didn't do with the financials. So Mario Kart Odyssey has basically sold over 12 million. Mario Kart Deluxe 11.7 million. Breath of the Wild on the Switch only 10.2, while it's 4.3 on the Wii U, which basically comes up to 15. You know, round up, it'll be about 14.5 to 15 million. Really, Splatoon 2 is still doing great, 7.5. Switch, want to switch? Yeah, to those who didn't like it, hey, it's still selling. 2.6. Mario Kart Tennis, as we just said, Mario Kart Aces is just joined the super list. Is 2.16 million. Arms, of course, 1.10 million. That one is the slowest one out of there. Kirby Star Alliance, of course, did absolutely phenomenal with 2.1 million. Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze, 1.6 million. Xenoblade Chronicles, and looking at it right now, they're not split. Like I said, it looked like they're keeping it as Torna and everything as things. So it's 1.6. Then people was asked other questions. Bayonetta 2, that's on the Switch, 800 million. Hyrule Warriors on the Switch base is at right now 900 million. So it's gonna, like I said, it surpassed what Toy Tech when they thought it would have never did that again. So it's basically on its road to a million, as we stated. Each SKUs, and a lot of people's asked other questions about that. So right now, as a whole, it is 1.75 million for Nintendo Labo. But if you put all them in that, and that's how they intend to do it. But if you split it up in SKUs, which they did, which is good that they did that. So right now, the best seller in the Labo system of it goes the variety kit, then the vehicle, because for some reason that's kicked up, and then the robot. So that also is selling quite well. So more basically almost all the games that Nintendo has put out has sold very well this year. And of course we'll have Pokemon Let's Go Eevee or whatever. That's gonna be its own thing as well too. Still can't believe Mario Kart 7 on the 3DS is still freaking selling. Them things just evergreen means evergreen. Holy crap. They are now up to 17.5 million. That thing still keeps on selling. And shout outs, of course, I have to give up to Animal Crossing New Leaf that has been selling like hotcakes for some reason. People they didn't say that or whatever, but New Leaf has been now is up to basically 12 million. So, and maybe it'll slow down after now that we have Animal Crossing for the Switch to be announced. So yes, that's something that we have to. I'm just gonna go about that. So that's updated on those sales. Did okay. Well, I'm gonna see right now. Give me a second. Give me 1 second. Looking for that one as well. So for your setup that you asked for, Alrighty. So it has done past what it's supposed to do on for what you asked for Metal Mint. Sushi Strikers is at 250,000. You were supposed to 100,000. Did a great job on that. On the 3DS. Now on the Switch, let me flip back over to the the Switch side. Oops. On a Switch side, it has done 100,000. They wanted, like I said, I think Anderson asked the question last time we did the financials, what they wanted to do. So they wanted to get up to they do 100,000 with Sushi Strikers. So they're gonna do. Let me see, what did they wanted to do with Sushi? What should they want to do with the one on Switch? Okay, so they're up to no, I was wrong. I was completely wrong looking at the numbers. I'm sorry. They wanted to do 200. No. Wait a second. Hope I ain't getting them mixed up. Okay, there you go. Like, what the hell? Computer, don't be a pain in the ass. Okay. All right. So they wanted to do 150,000 for Sushi Strikers on Nintendo on the Super Nintendo Switch. They wanted to do 100,000 on the 3DS. I think they mostly was going towards the 3DS to be what it was. Combine, and one of their goals, if anything, they have rejiggered the numbers. So they wanted to say they'll be successful if the Switch, if the Sushi Strikers get to about 450,000. So 0.4 million, which is 450,000. So you combine what they have right now, you have 250, 150, 250, 150. They make it easy. So they're basically right there. They had 400,000 if you combine all sales. So they just need 50,000 more to get to be accepted, to be a success in Nintendo's mind, with looking at their the portfolio of what they wanted to do for the Sushi Strikers. That's the only potential one right there. But for the 3DS, they, according to what we right here, to the Nintendo's, they're very happy with the 3DS version, that it sold more than they thought it would have sold. And I think maybe that's what they were going with. So they have that to go with. So let's see. Give me a second here. Give me a second. So we have that. Let me Oh. It shouldn't give me no problem this time. Oh. Oh, that's what that is. Okay. Oops. Stop. Put this so I have something to talk to while I'm on the screen. Give me a question here. And also I'm testing out something as well too, so hopefully it works. No, still kind of a little bit of a laggy on it. Oh well. What can I say? All right, so let's go with oh yeah. So as you can see on the screen, that's one of the major bosses right there that you all gonna be fighting in Starlink. I have kind of officially did beat the game, and that's a Arc Prime. You have a Infernal Prime and an Ancient Prime that's a little bit later on, and they are a little more powerful. They have 4 bars. You can see right now you're taking down bars. So I've beaten the game, and I'll say this to anybody out there: a Star Fox games, this to me, this does not make, because when you come playing the game and seeing adding the Star Fox parts together, it is no more than, I mean, the Star Fox part is no more than maybe like 10-20 minutes of the game. So it's just it's very limited. More the game is more through Starlink. Playing the game through Starlink. Doing what you're normally supposed to do. So just letting you know that. That's how what it is. You gotta play the game with how the character is doing the stuff they do as they do now. So playing the game and having playing the game and beating it like I played a game like I was playing Xenoblade, like doing what the game's supposed to play. I saw somebody, not this person right here, but another person who was doing something important in the game, because I don't want to spoil it for anybody else, but it was something you have to do something important in the game. And I was like, they were at 1 million when they did something that they have to spend money for. Me, I was like, wow, when this happened to me, this person was at 1 million. And when the guy said, oh, you have to spend $500,000 plus some Nova to $500,000 plus some Nova to play the game. I'm like, okay, I get that. And for him, he was like, well, that's a lot of money I gotta pay. Oh man, I gotta go do some mining. Me, when I was at the same point where he's at, I was at 50 million. So it didn't bother me. So playing the game logically and the way it's supposed to play, this game, like, it became a hassle when I was fighting those things when it was more hostile planet. This is not a hostile planet. It's a regular planet, as you can see, because it's a clear as day, whatever. The hostile planets, you ain't barely seeing jack squat because of the daggone stuff that's going on. Tell you that. But Starlink team, I give you the dev team, thank you for doing your best to make Star Fox a part of this. You can play the game through the Star Fox game, but it's not as much as a lot of people thought. Really is not. And they do have an after, what do you call it? An in the game thing where some of the bad guys did escape and they're gonna take revenge on you, just to give you that. That might be a little spoiler, but that's after the fact. I'm not telling you how, whatever, but yeah. But I have enjoyed it. It was a pretty cool game. I have put it on my record book, so I ain't gotta worry about that. I will go back and finish the after game, after the in the game match. Excuse me, but right now I've gone back into, if anybody who's following me on Switch, I have gone back to Valkyria Chronicles, and I'm playing both of them. I'm playing Valkyria Chronicles and Valkyria Chronicles 4 simultaneously because I want it to be so because it is about two. It is two different sides of the story. As Valkyrie Chronicles Squad 7 is up north, and Squad E and 4 is down south, fighting against the Empire. So I'm doing it a tangent, getting to the game, and I played the game, of course, first. But yeah, I'll do that. You heard in my fifis of the fake Fox fans, man. Anderson, I tell you. If well, I'll tell you what happened. I mean, not happened, but tell you, yeah, it's cool the Star Fox stuff, but it's not. It's just it's not what people think it is. It really is not. Sorry. 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 It just isn't. But I'll tell you my experience with Anderson, of course. I won't spoil it for you, but I'll tell you my experiences, of course, with the game. Now, let's go into another thing. Let's go into something where people have a little problem now. So let's switch back. So we went from positive, negative. We go back. I don't want to hurt anybody's helmets. That's all my point. I'm softening some of these blows. What up, game idea? So, next thing we have right now is BlizzCon. That's the big thing now. Everybody's talking about BlizzCon, Diablo, and all that stuff. Okay. Look, I understand. I'll say this. Activision was kind of a for this to be BlizzCon, that was a kind of dick move to release a mobile game for the thing. I'll give you that. I'll give anybody that. That's what it is. But you know you have something, because people are angry and all this stuff and say, look, there is a thing that these Diablo fans could do. Now, I'm not surprised by Diablo because I played Diablo 1 and played Diablo 2. I didn't like what they did with Diablo 3 with the microtransactions and everything that they're going to do with it. That the part I didn't like. That's why I remember Dr. Feelgood asked me, oh, now that they fixed Diablo 3 and it's coming on a Switch now, they say, oh man, I said, no, after what they did with Diablo 3 in the beginning, no, I'm not gonna buy that. Again, anybody could do it. I'm not telling nobody not to buy it. Well, for me, not gonna buy that. And then I'm not surprised that they had a freaking a mobile game. And you know what you gotta do? Just don't buy it. They made a company. The thing that came in is look, let's be honest, even Nintendo, companies' number one goal is to make money. No, we get what you're saying, Triple M. A company makes money. That's their number one goal. Sorry, that's just what it is. People are saying that, but I might get Diablo 3 later. No, you go ahead, man. Like I said, I am a Diablo person, a fan, and everything. But again, I just can't go with what they did, and I'm just like, nah, whatever. But having said what I have to say, I understand game media has done some. I understand game media has done some. We don't want to go with them, as we've seen how they don't understand how NPCs work. That's a weird article. And again, I give it that it was kind of crazy that they did. First of all, we have gotten too affluent as people in America, basically, because to put my feelings into I'm a person. I would even fly if BlizzCon it's crazy that people would spend money to go to these things that far away. And I understand people with cars and stuff, but I'm not doing that. I'm not flying, paying my ticket to go over to see. Oh well, we have a special, we have a special reveal. Tell me what a special reveal is, or you gonna fly me out there? No, I'm not. No, well, okay, we'll fly out there. That's the only way you'll get me out there. If you ain't gonna fly me out there, not out of water, I don't care. And I'm talking about for Nintendo as well too. But again, these companies gotta make money. Games are not cheap. Most of these games to make. People talk about graphics and this whatever. Remember, most gamers putting it in, force them to do the graphics, and it was kind of sad for one thing because one of the guys was saying that we entitle as customers to get these kind of games. No, you're not. No, you're not. You put out a product. If the product is not good, you don't buy it. If the product is good, you buy it. Simple. Don't get wrapped up. It's a product. It's an inanimate object. I've said it before. You see me say there's games out there that I see. Then showers the game idea. Like I said, they have hidden potentials, but they didn't reach it. And you know what I didn't do? I didn't buy it, and I moved on with my life. I moved on with life because, hey, somebody else might like it, or if not, it fails. It fails. I guess some gamers forget that companies make money for business. Yep, that's what they do. So, Eric, you're correct. Money talks at the end of the day. And if you want to tell companies what it is, then don't buy the product that you think is not worth your money. It's that simple. I've always said, if you don't like it, don't buy it. If you like it, buy it. If you don't like it, don't buy it. And I've done that myself. Hell, even anybody could tell you, I've not even gotten Nintendo's online yet. I might not at this point, but I don't see, in my opinion, and I'm not hurting anybody out there who has Nintendo online. That's you, go ahead. I don't see the value in it to me per se, but that doesn't stop me from going on there and buying games and enjoying the system. I don't like that they have like I said before, I don't like how Nintendo put this. You heard my video that with the cloud save, but you know what? It is what it is, and I'll leave it up to that. But BlizzCon, like I said, when it comes to mobile, and there's the thing about it, most people, I'll tell you this right now, what it did. Again, I give it to you guys that it was a dick move. I give it to gamers. There was a dick move they did to do that at BlizzCon, do all that hubbub for a mobile game. But how much you want to bet? They didn't do that mobile game for people on the West Islands. They did it for people in China. They did it in China, and they're gonna make their money. All you gotta do is tell them, hey, we don't want this. Let's have a. We just tell Activision and Blizzard, hey, we'll wait until you do Diablo 4. We ain't gonna buy your game. Most of the West won't buy your game, and other people would do it. As Melvin said, he might get Diablo 3. That'll put money in their pockets. So they're gonna do what they have to do as a company in a business. Not a dick move, just very piss poor oversight. Nah, it was a dick move. I disagree because you said it yourself, Triple M. They know what this was gonna do in the past. You know what they're gonna do in the past. You've seen it blown. You said it yourself. You've seen that this stuff has blown up before, and has not worked very well. So they have the foresight to know this was gonna do great. I just want their online to improve. Honestly, they dropped 2 Switch online videos today. Nothing about negative feedback. Like I said, ain't nothing. The only thing that gonna make the online improved in my situation, and I'm talking about me, Eric, is You let technically speaking, nothing. It really doesn't. It doesn't mean nothing. Nothing will make it improve to me. I don't think that there's nothing you could do because I did a objective video between Nintendo, between Switch Online, PlayStation Online, and Xbox. And the price, the seeing what each other have, the price compared to others and everything else is balanced out. So, and I've said before, when Smash Brothers come out, it's gonna have patches because, as I always said, this is not a Smash thing. This is an online game thing. There's a known unknown. No matter how much beta tests you could do, you still have too much people who pre-order the game that maybe never played a demo or whatever, and it's gonna shock the system. So it's gonna be glitchy. Nintendo Smash Bros. I would say I would give it 3 weeks because it's called December. A lot of people it's gonna be one jump gonna be when the game got released. Another jump is gonna when Christmas happens because there's gonna be 2 shocks to the system. And in January, I would say that's the time you should say, okay, all right, Nintendo, time to get your shit together. Smash Bros. This should smooth out now. But it's gonna be 2 shocks to the system. It's gonna be when the game get released December 7th, and when after Christmas, because a lot of people are buying these for Christmas gifts and everything. That's what's gonna happen. And with that said, we're gonna go into another. We're going into another negativity. Oh boy. So this negativity is this. Now again, I feel bad for some developers. Some developers put their foot in their mouth. Again, Todd Howard with Bethesda with the whole crap with how it goes with that situation. Capcom has done it many times. We've seen it. They put their foot in their mouth. What this is going to them out, but this is something was when I saw this, I was like, why? Of course not. So, well, I get what you're saying. Like I said, I did an object video. People have it on their Red Fox. I've said it between it. It's basically the same as you go PlayStation. I mean, hell, at least Nintendo, from what I've from listening, seeing Trip and everybody else, the site don't go down as much as PlayStation 4's PS Online. So, hell, it's not gone down with that. But anyway, so look, okay. So last year we had Mario came out, and of course Nintendo had to do certain things because if you Mario when Mario last year Nintendo had to go through this because when Mario now I know this is my opinion. Again, I have no problem talking to people. It's gonna be different than what I'm gonna say right here. Maybe just me because I got better things to do with my life, and that's why I say we've come a fluent society in the West, and we grab about little things. So I'm prefacing this now because I know. So last year Mario Odyssey came out. We know it had a little controversy happen because Mario was wearing a sombrero and a poncho, and people were saying he was cultural culture appropriating Mexicans. And I was like, what? Even people from Mexico was like, what the heck are you people doing? And again, I don't like when people be angry for other people. It's kind of crazy. That's my thing. Well, Smash Brothers came out. Of course, Sakurai is putting all kind of, making sure you have an analogy with the games and stuff. And there's certain parts, this is the internet, so there's certain parts of the internet. Doing again, of course, going to our favorite site, which is what is it called again? I forget. Which I still don't know when I started still around, but change.org, because there's 2 seconds. No more. There's 2 seconds. There are 2 seconds of games. Mr. Game and Watch that has on the Indian head guard. Because the original game, we had it in the Game and Watch series back in the 70s. And Sakurai already put in 2 seconds of frame in it. And people is calling for Nintendo to censor that part and take it out or whatever. I don't care. I don't care if and anyway, because it's only a 2 second animation. But still though, people if you go to if you want to go, like I said, you put your helmets on, go to change.org, you can see it. I just think whatever. It had more people, of course, saying like, we don't care. A lot of people were saying they don't care. They don't care. People, there were a lot of Native Americans that said, we like it because there's represented in our things. Mr. Game and Watch, and they say, hey, that's cool. We all right with it. Because other people was like, what do you and there's videos, and there's a couple of game videos, people who did it, and they put polls up, and there's videos, and like I said, I don't want to give the channel to the channels. You will know the usual suspects who do these kind of gaming stuff, but it's 2 seconds frames. It's there. People notice it. People got upset. A lot of people who are Native Americans were saying we have no problem with this. Majority of them, and there was R with it because they're seeing that. Oh wow, they see that it has a 2 frame. It was 2 frames second. I mean, 2 frames is basically instant stuff. So, and again, it was a game that came out. That was because remember, Game and Watch had different. All types of games in there. It was the one with the cowboy versus Indians. That's what it was. Now I'll say this. I'll say this. Looking at the chat now. I don't care, and that's a stupid thing to say anyway. Any person, what you just typed in there, Raphael, is even more idiotic than what people get upset with. That's stupid. It's just the characters. This is the thing. It's characters. It's gaming characters. These are gaming characters have been played all these years. Nobody said nothing until now. Because now we are so affluent that we just get offended about little shits. It's just games, people. Enjoy them. These characters. I didn't care back then when I played these games. There are people who were saying, "Well, wow, well," and they had other because when one of the person who was doing the video, he was also talking about how Mario is doing that stereotype of Italian. I'm like, oh, you're complaining now? It was. Hell, it's sad enough. Last week, the guy who Mario was named that passed away at 84. Yeah, Mario Spaghetti, the real Mario that Shigeru Miyamoto named me after. They don't care. They don't care. It's a game. Have the fun. Do it. If you think it's a bad thing, don't buy it. Stop. it's not like like I said in there. It was again the two frame was a celebrate whatever. So it's kind of like celebrating. Hey, I'm here and whatever. So it's just weird. It's just weird with gaming right now. It's just weird. We gotta stop this. Yeah, Mario Segal, who passed away. We argue about we don't have enough females. Look at Smash. There's a bunch of females. Look at Fire Warriors. There's a bunch of females. Look, can we just play the damn games? That's the whole point. Don't care. And again, the people who make these arguments change. They keep on changing it. So it's just stupid. All right. That LBC was just when I saw the video and then I saw the tweets, I was like, to Nintendo, I was like, huh. And again, if you go to and the guy went to each because I don't have a Twitter page, thank the Lord. The guy went to the people who said they were offended. And they weren't Native Americans, they're mostly white people. I was like, can you guys just shut up? Just let's enjoy the games, please. And the funny thing about it is, and again, I have to shout out my boy Sakurai. As everybody knowing it, we did it that night too. And again, I think most people will understand now. You have 4 more slots for games for people to come in the games. So let's do that. But I'll say this: happy that they put a damn plan before they put in Waluigi. Stop bugging Sakurai, please. I don't want the man to troll no more than he needs to troll, because y'all mess with the wrong dude who would troll. That's why he put a piranha plant in there, that freaking Waluigi, because he just wanted to. He literally is messing with people. He might pull a Waluigi at the last character, but you got I don't, like I said, I don't know, and to a point I don't care because it's a game. It's a game. Let's just enjoy the game and keeps it moving. That's all it's supposed to be. My goodness. We gain too much into certain things. Again, I'm always speaking from my point of view, not nobody else. It's just at the point I just know when it comes to that stuff. Holy crap. Well, again, so we're going into another story again. I'm trying to get all these news out. Another story. So Capcom, shout outs to the Monster Hunter team. They are doing very well with their latest IR pages. As the Monster Hunter has reached 10.7 million sold, which is I'm happy for them. That is awesome. They're doing very well on that. But have to Capcom. So I know everybody could be on a computer good thing, but Marvel versus no Street Fighter 5. How many have you think Street Fighter 5 has sold? Remember, Street Fighter 5 when did let me see, when did Street Fighter 5 came out? Let me just double check that. I think it's 2016 if I remember, but I want to make sure. I want to double make sure. I was right. 2016. Okay. We are 2018. 2 years later. Yeah, you're a little too much, Mailman. They didn't do that. Good, but not for saying. Street Fighter Five a game that has been iconic, a game that right now Smash has put Ken and Riley to represent in the game. Street Fighter Five have sold 2.2 million. 2.2 million with all the DLC and all the refreshing they have done. 2.2 million with season pass and everything. 2.2 million. That's what they have sold. And then Marvel vs. Capcom, something that people would say something. Marvel vs. Capcom has now officially became a million seller. Now, with 1.2 million sold. Yeah, he was close, middleman. 1.2 million sold. And in 6 months, here's the thing that's even worse. And in 6 months, 6 months, Marvel and Marvel's Capcom Infinite and Street Fighter 5. Marvel's Capcom and Street Fighter 5 have sold 6 no, sorry, have sold sorry, in 6 months, I had it right. In 6 months, they have sold only combined, both games have sold only 100,000. Big franchise games that should be selling like crazy. In 6 months, in the last 6 months, all they sold combined is 100,000. And they need X-Men characters. Now you're just being jabroni now. Again, it looked like Capcom and their IR pages. They're not talking about Street Fighter. They're not talking about Resident Evil. Oh boy, these guys is so weird. It's weird but sad. It's weird but sad. Like I said before, Resident Evil, they said they're gonna try to do 10 million. Resident Evil 7 has only has now, and also Resident Evil 7 has sold 5.7 million. You're not gonna get to the 10 million that you thought you were gonna get Capcom. That's why I was laughing when they were saying they care for the whatever, and they had to revise that bull crap. Stop lying. Stop lying. Hell, they did better with Monster Hunter DS Ultimate 4 on the 3DS. Hell, I mean, they used to get 44.2 million. I said, I know that was going to happen at Resident Evil and that's why I did that video when they said, "Oh, we wanted to do 10 million." I was like, "Not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. 10 million is not gonna happen." Good try, but it ain't gonna happen. And like Anderson said in the chat, yeah, the Monster Hunter is the only evergreen title they have at Capcom. That's the only one. Just checking out some stuff if you don't mind. Yep. Okay. Don't see anything super else interesting in their IR pages other than that. I think they revised because again they said they thought they're gonna do something, but then they found out, yeah, not gonna work out the way it is. Well, Terrell says, I imagine if Sakurai made Smash Brothers to come out quicker for competitive scene instead of taking time to like Capcom Street Fighter shutters. People like don't even joke like that. All right. We have also that just came down the pipeline that Nintendo's gonna announce this Wednesday coming out. We're gonna have a new Splatoon run stage. And of course, the usual weapons as they keep on throwing it. Sauron is the Arc Player stage. And it should come out tomorrow, or close with the Ultra Stamper and, of course, Torpedo Sub Weapon. Let me see here. Imagine Sakurai release Melee HD, then Switch Online. Now you guys are just trolling. Why are you guys just trolling? Just stop. Just stop. These are the same people who forgot that another Pokemon game is coming next year. Yes. Well, like I said, I could read off the NP numbers, but you guys could kind of figure out how that's gonna work. You know who's gonna win, so because you know it's gonna be Red Dem and all other stuff. Oh yeah, and to Anderson, yeah, I'll tell you. I don't know what article did you read, and it could be that the article was wrong, but yeah, if anybody out there, because if anybody ever read the article that Anderson had wrote talking about shit ah if you have Valkyrie Chronicles 4, you don't get a price drop because it is basically I register it and I still got still spend $19, $20 for the game. Don't get me wrong though. Valkyrie Chronicles 1, the original one, is with all the stuff, and they give you some of the rights. They give you some of the DLC and stuff. It is worth it. I have to say it's worth it. So $19 for that, still really a good price. Don't get me wrong, it's a great price for that game. So I'll leave it at that. I don't. I want to first of all, I'll leave it at that. I'm just looking at the chat to see. My bad, fake news everywhere. No, that's why I asked the question. I don't think you don't gotta apologize, Anderson. I'll just make sure that if someone ever read the article that you read, because I didn't get no price difference. It was still $19, $20, which is not bad. The game is worth it. It comes with 5 extra DLC that was in for the game, so you could still play a lot of stuff on there. Well, Dante Man crying knuckles. So, sure, people. EV, high possession, and stuff like that. All right. Well, yeah. Anyway, with that said, I want to give a shout out to 2 videos. I have to say this: 2 videos, and it surprised me. Now on my channel, of course, the Splatoon video is doing very well. Music video, people like it. I'm still need to work on getting that other Splatoon song done. Plus, I've got to do some stuff for Smash, which I would like. But really, I want to get it. I want to do that. But the Splatoon video is still doing well. I'm getting that. But I have to say, a video that surprised me in the last couple of days, because I have got a spike. I got a spike. I didn't see this coming really, but then I saw in the last 2 weeks, when I look at my analytics, in the last 2 weeks, I've gotten 250 not 250 2,500 views in just 2 weeks. I was like, holy crap. So that surprised me. So thanks everybody out there, those who are not sub, whatever, who just wanted to buy. Thank you for checking out the channel. And another one was, like I said, the video that got a straight up shot, was the Wii U video. The video I did for Gato Z about how to back up your Nintendo Wii U stuff. That video has gotten a lot of people saying a lot of stuff, and it has Please put on there. You're welcome. Cause a lot of people's like they were looking for information how to back up on the Wii U and stuff like that. So that's cool, and I'm still happy that a Wii U video is still getting avoided juice. Of course, you would say that, Melmint. But I would say that I was surprised that I've got a lot of comments and people saying I would see a lot of people saying that that they like what I have done to show them how to get the video done. Again, if you have a Wii U and you want to back up your Wii U, which I wish the Switch could do the exact same thing, and you want to back it up on a thumb drive or a hard drive so you could have your game for as long as you did, there's a video on my channel that does that. So you could do that. Also, I was going to see right there, if you guys want to keep up with certain things right now, because how in 2019 Google Plus is going to be shut down in August. A lot of people has gone up and set up Discords. Now people have asked me question. When I set up a Discord, I will set up a Discord later on next year. I have too much stuff to go on, and I want to give other people their shout-outs because I've set it up. So Game Idea guy has a Discord. Mr. Red Fox has a Discord. You guys go check it out. Have fun with it. You guys could check out the Discord and so you guys can keep up and you keep up with the most people you see in the chat right now. Including Game Idea to see when he's got his latest videos, and also Game Idea has a part of the Discord where you can talk to him and maybe partner with him with some ideas with some of his game ideas, which is a cool thing. So I would think if Game Idea, if you're listening, Andre, if you will put your Discord link in the chat, if that's how it works. I don't know everything but about that stuff, but if it's linked like that, put it in the chat so people want to join, they could join in the chat and join your Discord in there. Same thing for Mr. Red Fox. If he's listening, if you want to join his Discord, you can put it in there and have that. There's a reason why I should be thinking this, right? But like I said, I am happy to see a lot of just to get 2,500 views in 2 weeks is like I just didn't see coming. So for some reason I'm getting a spike. So I know when I do the 28 days, it's gonna be crazy for the next couple of things. But thank you for you guys joining in. And like I said, this was some LBCs in there, and not the ones there are videos I could do the whole LBC thing on if I want to. Join the Discord, like. Yeah, exactly, and that's one of the reasons Sprite just told me I don't want to do it. So. Like I said, and see right there, Mr. Red Fox put his Discord in there, so you have that. So you have your Discords, guys, so you could join Mr. Red Fox's Discord, join Andre's Discord. Like I said, I'll wait until sometime next year to create mine if I ever gonna do one. I have been super busy lately. It's kind of crazy. All right, there you go. Andre has also put in his Discord, so both of them are been in there. For anybody who is in the chat and anybody who's on a replay who's watching this lately, and you go back to the chat replay because YouTube allows that. You'll see Mr. Red Fox's Discord. You go check out his channel and check out his Discord, BS Busters, that happens on the weekends, and of course Game Idea, who have ideas, and of course the series. Like I said, I've been watching and seeing him playing his games with his kids. Love that little series right there. Just a simple gameplay and just fun. That's why I like it. Andre, if I have to be honest with you, just is unoblivious fun and just seeing people just enjoying games. That's what you're supposed to be. Let's have enjoying games before it becomes soulless, because it's gonna be soulless sooner or later. I don't. I at first I used to, and Triple A was watching the video and he was saying, "Yeah, Liga." That's exactly what Liga was saying. It. I will disband your ass out of the daggone chat doc if you stop trolling. But other than that, trying hard to steal that. Oh, really, Andre? But I at first I used to thought it would be a crash coming, but seeing how the companies are still making money, a lot of money, and they're putting out fewer and fewer games because like again, Nintendo is this year once again. Nintendo has been the most has put out the most games as a publisher. No, if has put out no if ands or buts. Have put out the most games in that publisher. And again, shout outs to Red Dead Redemption. They're gonna be that's gonna be the best selling game of 2018, maybe 19, because like I said, they did 3 million in 3 days, which is ridiculous. Right now, they're second so far with the money and the days as well too on the Grand Theft Auto 5. Hey, with all the microtransactions and everything, we're gonna see it in online, dog. Guarantee you that shit. Now, Red Dead saved the gaming industry. Just plain. Nah, I actually killed it. Well, like I said, it got great praise. It's selling. It doesn't have a lot of crap microtransactions whenever, and I've not heard too much about anything being a broken game. So I give, like I said, I tilt my hat and give props to games that does props. That's all I can say. Ain't nothing. I got nothing negative on it. Is it gonna be a game I'm gonna play? Not per se, but I give people the good shouts. I'm not. A good game is a good game, no matter what system it's on. That's why I always said that. He's the new link. What is wrong with you people? But Ubisoft and every other major publisher will attempt to make an ultra-realistic Wild West game where you have to use motion control to wipe your. I don't think they need to do that. I just want them to do Red Steel 3 with Red Steel 2's accuracy. That's all I care about. I would love them to do that. All I would like. I know the person who did Red Steel 2 is not with them, but maybe they could ask him to come back and do a Red Steel 3. It would be awesome. I would be giddy if they do that. Okay, a little too much there. Don't really care. What the heck now? Now you all just going to want us a new. You see nobody's taking it. Yeah. now I use everybody just now the chat's going crazy. Okay. All right. Well, like I said, I gave you the lowdown on Nintendo's financials, Capcom. I would say this to you guys that we'll see what happens next year if how's FIFA is saving EA's ass right now, but if that other I forgot what the other game was that EA's pushing. Ah man, what's his name? Yes, Red Steel with the Joy-Cons. I feel like Samurai again. Yep. We can get Red Steel duology first, the first and a third. They're gonna have to patch a lot of stuff for the first. Ooh, they're gonna have to patch a lot of stuff for the first. But as Doc and everybody is trying to turn this thing into Crazyville, like I said, check out BS Busters with Mr. Red Fox. Of course, when Game Idea puts up his videos, it's random, but he got some really good series with Why You Know Game, and also he has some game thoughts, which I gotta give a shout to, which is the Nintendo. If the Switch was a console or the Dreamcast was, if the Sega Saturn was a Rush, pretty cool videos on ideas and just thoughts, theories. That's all they are. It's just theories. I would say I'll answer. I didn't put a comment on that video with the mobile Game Idea guy, and I would say this: I wouldn't, if for me personally, I wouldn't buy a Nintendo mobile phone. I mean, I'd rather it to be. I would still, because again, I it's bad enough most phones are getting less that they don't be phones. I'm a person who would like to be in phones. It would be worth the effort to fix the first Red Steel for the duology. Well, that's what I said. They gotta have to do a lot of stuff to fix the first game. I played the first Red Steel. Ooh, 1 and 2 are night and day, and that's why I'm happy that when we worked on 2, that game was from the ground up. Brand new engine, brand new start, everything from the ground up. Because 1 could not have been saved at the time we were talking about. But now with new technology and new stuff they could do with the game and more power processors and accelerators and everything, they can do that. But if Zelda was a girl, you guys, you see, that would say y'all just going crazy in the damn chat. Jeez. I think it's a boy. All right. Now we get a little too crazy. But either way, thank you guys for joining. It's basically been almost basically an hour. So thank you guys for joining in. Good question, man. Oh Lord, good Lord. Anyway, thank you for joining, enjoying what was going on. Like I said, the financials I just talked about there. And what was that? Now it's gonna hurt my mind. But anyway, like I said, yeah. So enjoy the game. Hope you guys have games coming out. Hope people pre-order some of the stuff. Like I said, if you're a Splatoon fan, Splatoon stuff is coming out next. Splatoon is coming with an update tonight. Get ready for that if you like some of that stuff. And you have a lot of get your money for your amiibos if you're amiibo fanatic. Me, I won't say I'm a fanatic, but I just love the figures. I'm not, like I said, I got Ridley and of course Wolf, my sister. I have those 2 ready to go. Purchase some more helmets. Yes, helmet. Like I said, I because of certain things, I've stayed away from videos and videos that's been giving me like that make me want to go like really, but I know I've seen some, but it's not. I don't think it was LBC worthy. The video, like I said, I saw with the whole thing with the whole Smash Brothers with the Game and Watch thing. I was like, really, guys, just move on, play your games. So enjoy what you have. So with that said, I want to wish you guys a good night. The usual crew who knows what's going on, you know what's going to happen next. But wish you guys a good night in gaming. Enjoy it. I'm going to thank all the people who came, who's watching the videos lately now and putting up the numbers that I was surprised to see those numbers. I really was. I was surprised to see those numbers, and I'm happy that my analytics has been, again, for a small channel to do those kind of numbers is for me is, like I said, I'm happy, and it's pretty damn cool. So, you know the usual stuff, guys. There's no perfect games out there. What's perfect to you is not perfect to me. What's perfect to me is not perfect to you. Simply enjoy your games on all consoles. What the hell's going on here? On all consoles, even PC. Even though Bethesda is making you work for nothing, you play the game to do stuff, but it's usual stuff. All right. Have a good night. Peace out.